Oh my gosh, like it's probably my first ever Sailor Moon manga that I got. Look at how bashed up it is. What the hell is that? Hi guys, Rachta here, and today we're going to do something fun together. We're going to arrange my manga shelf. I hope that sounds like fun. Well, it's fun to me. Well, just to let you know, every time I come back to Thailand, Thailand is where I was born and where I used to live, and I always have an urge to arrange my manga shelf. Like last time when I was still staying in Thailand, every time I have, I have a free time, like during my summer break or wherever, I always spend some time to rearrange it. And it's kind of like a activity, a fun kind of cleanup activity for me. But ever since I moved to Singapore, I didn't really have a chance to do it, because every time I come back to Thailand, it's always so short, and I never get the chance to go about completing my like ritual cleanup duty of the manga shelf. So I have been itching to do it. Without me, the manga shelf has kind of fallen to a messy ruin. I mean, not really that bad, but that's how I felt about it. So okay, today let's do it together. Let's clean it up together and see what kind of cool stuff, what kind of treasure troves that we found in here. I mean, it's been a while since I looked through it. I have a brother who also read manga like me, and last time we kind of well, we read manga together, we share all these kind of things together. And well, when I wasn't around, when hasn't been around, he's been kind of stocking up manga in here, so I see a lot of titles that I have never really seen before, so that should be quite fun. And well, let's get started. Yeah, let's get to do it. And also, I'm planning to start my own original series. Well, it's a kind of like a story that I'm planning to develop myself, along with the character design, world creation, and everything. So I think it's a good time for me to revisit some of my old favorites here that are hidden inside this shelf. And well, let's get to it. Alright, now let's attack the bookshelf. I'm gonna open it. Okay, I guess it sounds kind of stupid. Just opening a bookshelf. Calm down, girl. Okay, so we're gonna kind of stack a book up. I mean, out of the shelf one by one, and we're kind of gonna correct it by arranging all the numbers in order, and putting all the series back together is kind of like messy, going all the place. It kind of bugs me. It's, I don't know, I'm not the cleanest person, but when it comes to my manga, this thing has been bothering me every time I look at it. So yeah, we're going to decide to arrange this stack first, because as you can see, we got some nice clutter of the same title right here, so it's easy to get started. And well, it's my one of my favorite shoujo manga of all time, so it's gonna be quite fun to go through this first. I might have a preference or some bias here, but let's just start with this one. So hi all, Rachta here. From here on out, I'm going to do some kind of like a voiceover over my video. I was thinking that it could be nice for us to have a conversation here, instead of you guys just looking at me arranging my manga, So yeah, let's start talking. Ooh, that's Bakuman right there. The manga I just picked up just now, a classic. It's a manga about a manga artist. So, if you're curious how it's like to be a manga artist, that's the really good manga for you. Shaman King and One Piece. I bet everyone know One Piece. It's like legendary manga. So anyway, well, the reason why I want to do this video is that I think it could be a nice thing to share with y'all. Manga has been a big part of my life growing up. Oh, that's Nana. So this activity is precious to me, and even though oh, that's Glass Mask on the screen. Another shoujo classic, very old manga, but it's really good. Yeah, you should give it a try. Actually, I'm not sure if it's available in English, but definitely a really good manga to check out. Okay, let's continue on our conversation earlier. I did say manga has been a big part of my life growing up, so this activity is precious to me, and even though it might sound a little bit silly, I kind of want to share this moment with you all, and it's a good excuse for us to talk about anime and manga stuff. So that's a good thing, right? Oh, that's Dragon Ball. So ever since young, I kind of grew up reading a lot of manga, as you guys can see. I could spend my whole day reading manga. I started reading manga and watching anime when I was very young, like probably around 4 to 5 years old. Actually, the manga that I'm holding right now is one of the earlier manga that I kind of bought myself. I think I bought that from some store in Silom Road or something. It's amazing that I can still remember. Okay, manga and anime actually play a big part in inspiring me to become an artist today. During my secondary school days, there's this roadside stall near my school. And when I say it's a roadside stall, I wasn't kidding. It's literally a roadside stall. So the shop was set up on a footpath, consists of just one big table, an umbrella. Oh, that's Sailor Moon. As one of the very old early manga that I got. Look at how old those are. Anyway, that shop, it was set up on a footpath, consists of just one big table, an umbrella, and a chair for the owner to sit on, and a whole lot of manga, of course. And there's this lady who was a shop owner, and that place was absolutely one of my most favorite places on earth. Okay, I know that might sound really dramatic, but you see, at school I would go through my day feeling totally depressed and miserable. Truth be told, I was a pretty awkward and depressed kid at that point in time, but I would look forward to the evening. Every day, I look forward to the time when school ends, and I would visit this manga stall, and if there's a new title, there's a new volume of a title that I like came out, I would feel very happy. So it's like whenever I read a manga, it's like I could just forget about my daily life and be transported to a fun, cool, magical place. I would forget how lonely and sad I was and be completely lost in a story. So I know that might sound a little bit over the top, but that's how I honestly feel about it. So guys, we just kind of clear 4 stack of manga just for stack. We still have so many to go, and it's already looking really messy. That's what you can see right there. And you know, this would happen when you don't arrange your manga properly. Just you see how many titles got mixed up. It just is full stacks. It's kind of driving me crazy. So still a long way to go. We're going to settle this together. Alright. So let's continue with our manga shelf arrangement. Honestly, I overestimated myself a little bit there. I should have known better. Because last time, when I was still in Thailand, it would take me over the course of a few days during, let's say, my summer break or something to finish arranging everything. But that kind of includes the time I wasted reading manga too. So you see, while you're kind of arranging all this nice, wonderful manga, sometimes you can't help but spend some time reading them. So I would always spend longer than I should to finish arranging my manga. So it was, now that, you know, all grown up and everything, I was thinking to myself that, you know, this time I should have known better. It would be a lot more efficient. Ooh, that's Inuyasha right there. I guess it's still not the case. I underestimate the time that I need. So I gotta remember this the next time I do it again. Talking about Inuyasha, I was super into it last time. It was really, I remember buying a DVD. I guess it was VCD last time. How old that anime was. The manga creator of Inuyasha, her name is Takahashi Rumiko. I really personally really respect her as a manga artist. I remember reading it from an anime magazine last time. That was a very old magazine. And they were saying that she's the most successful, the highest earning mangaka of that time. And I remember I was super impressed by it because, well, she created a lot of successful story, not just Inuyasha and also Ranma Half and many other titles as well. And it was like, she's definitely one of the person I really super admired. Oh my gosh, like, it's probably my first ever Sailor Moon manga that I got. Look at how bashed up it is. I was like, must be super into it last time. It's just all the papers coming out. And look at how cheap it used to be. Manga last time it's only like 25 baht. Now it's like probably double, triple the price. Oh my god, wonder how old is this thing. Phew. So we kind of finished my shelf manga. Oh my god. And but you can take a look at the mess on the floor right here. How do I, oh god, I can't switch the camera wheel. Okay, never mind. Let's just take a look like this. Oh dude. This is so many manga right here. Okay, it's just like probably 10% done, but we're going there slowly. I'm going to go out with my dad for a bit, hang out with him for a while, then gonna come back and get all these things done, hopefully by the end of the day. Okay, so be right back. Just come back and I cook my dinner. Green curry with fried egg and plain rice. My favorite last time. Itadakimasu. So let's get back to our manga arrangement again. So, you know already that I grew up reading a lot of manga. So the first time that I read the manga, I was really young too. Oh yeah, that's the Inuyasha I was talking about. Probably like around the time it was 5 to 6 years old. I wasn't exactly sure. It felt really fuzzy, but I remember I was really young, for sure. I believe it was a shoujo manga. I have a very strong recollection of it. It wasn't really my manga, that one. I believe it belongs to my babysitter. It was a shoujo romance manga. It's a little bit on the mature side. It's probably like M16 by today's standard. I'm not so sure. I don't think it's actually for me to read at that point in time. It was really young, but I did anyway. It was kind of is that isekai genre? The main character is okay. Let me elaborate on the isekai. Isekai is kind of like involve a main character transported into another world, and he would totally experience some cool new things, something like that. Well, you can look it up on the internet if you're curious. So okay, the manga I remember is the main character. He was a guy actually, which is interesting because it's actually a shoujo genre, but the main character is a guy. He got transported into ancient Japan. Okay, and then he met this very beautiful princess who was really sickly. But I think he kind of like, he was a normal student and he kind of went camping with his friend or something, so he has some kind of a first aid kit and a bunch of medicine with him. Oh my god, how convenient, right? And she's kind of like, oh hey, that's the one that I was talking about, the one I'm holding. Oh shit, that was the manga I was talking about. Okay. Anyway, since he has all the cool modern medicine with him, the princess got recovered. I mean, not really recovered, but she got a lot better, and they kind of like fell in love with each other. And but of course they can't be together because she's betrothed to another prince that is he was a cruel and not very mean person. So sounds like a bunch of cliche. But I remember liking it a lot. It's the first manga I ever owned. Oh wow, that's one of the manga as well. They all belong to my babysitter. So it's actually not really my manga per se. She just kind of like left it in my house and didn't get it back. And it kind of like belonged to me afterwards. So yeah. Alright, oh, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! I was holding on to just now. Yu-Gi-Oh! It's actually my first ever shonen manga. Surprisingly, before that, I would read a lot of shoujo manga because it's kind of like the only thing that was available for me. The manga stall that was near my house, they sell a lot of shoujo manga. Actually, I think it's the only thing they sell. They sold, okay, at that point. Oh, monsters! I love monsters. It's so good. Go read it, guys. So good. Okay, anyway, the manga stall near my house, it was kind of like they only have shoujo manga, a lot of them. So I kind of grew up reading a lot of them during my primary school years. It's not until I kind of went to high school, not high school, it's more like a secondary school, that I started reading shonen manga because, well, you remember the manga store I told you about at the beginning of the video? That was in my secondary school and they have shonen manga. Oh my god. So that's when I first started reading shonen stuff. For some of you who don't know what is a shonen manga or what is a shoujo manga or whatever, shonen manga is like manga made for boys, and shoujo manga is like they're targeting girls. Oh, that's a Thai comic magazine. Okay, let's get back to our topic. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Shonen is for boys, shoujo is for girls. It's how Japanese manga categorize themselves. So yeah, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Has happened to be my first ever shonen manga I ever read, and I was super into it. I was really into it, and I was so crazy about it that I kind of like, how should I say? I remember I drew a lot of fan art of it in my sketchbooks. Oh my god, it's Hunter x Hunter. It's another one of my absolute favorite. It was so good. Oh my, Kurapika is like one of my all-time favorite male character. Oh god, that was so good. Anyway, alright, talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! I really like it about the fact that unlike other shonen manga that kind of focus on like physical fight, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like at that point in time I feel it's one of the rare manga that actually focus on kind of mental fight. You know, they would play games and they kind of like using their intelligence and wits to kind of and maybe a lot of lucks too. Alright, but you know what I'm saying? It's kind of I thought it was really cool, that concept. I thought it was really cool, and it actually kind of inspired me to be very interested in card game as well. I would later on play World of Warcraft, trading card game, Hearthstone, and Shadowverse, Game of Thrones, trading card game, from Fantasy Flight and everything. It's all because of Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of sparked my interest in trading card game. Oh, those are Death Note and Evangelion, my absolute favorite. Another one of my absolute favorite. I was so crazy about Evangelion. Actually, I kind of like saved up to buy the DVD box set in Thai language. I mean, in Thailand, it was pretty pricey, I remember, but I did remember saving up for it. Oops. I dropped some manga. Alright, anyway, yeah, Evangelion was really one of my favorite. I remember I was very taken by the anime. It kind of have a lot of depressing tone to the anime, and I kind of like a depressing kid, so I guess it kind of fits the bill. I was not so sure it'd be such a good idea for me to be watching such depressing stuff. I was already depressed, but I guess that's why I like it a lot. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, yeah, talking about Monster. Monster is really, really good. The manga I was holding just now, it's one of my all-time favorite. It's a kind of like a psychological thriller. It's the story was set in Germany and Prague and Europe. I find the setting to be very fascinating, and it's kind of like very different from. It's not something. The storyline and the character design are not something you would expect from manga, basically. So if you like the mature story and you are new to manga, it is probably a good story for you. Oh, that's Parasite. Oh man, that's my absolute favorite. Okay, I'm talking about Parasite. Parasite is very awesome. Just go read it, okay? It's really, really good. So that's my only advice to you. Just go read it, or if you want, you can kind of watch the anime as well. The anime, wow, talking about the anime, Parasite is my all-time favorite, and I was reading the manga when it first came out, and it's kind of like ooh, that's Sakura. Sorry, I got distracted by back to Parasite. Oh no way, I dropped it. Okay, let's get back to Parasite for real this time. So Parasite is kind of like one of the first scary, bloody manga I have ever read. So I kind of remember being like, oh wow, this is some real scary stuff when I first read it. But it was kind of mind blowing. I really love it so much, and I was really, really happy that just several years back they somehow decided to make an anime out of the manga. I was so happy and surprised at the same time because it was so old. The manga was really old. And it took them, I was thinking to myself, like, oh wow, it took them so long to make an anime out of it. But well, really, I have to say that the animator, they did a really good job on it, on the anime. I find that the modern twist to it was kind of nice, because they kind of like, the manga was written like so long ago, so the anime was kind of like change things up a bit and make it having a modern twist to it, like the character now use iPhone and stuff like that. When last time they don't have those things, so that's pretty nice. But the manga has its charm too. I find that it's a little bit grittier than the anime, so if you want, you should give it a try. I would totally recommend it. So I don't know why somehow this video is kind of turned into a manga review session for me. I'm not sure if you guys are into that. I'm sorry. Anyway, well, I know a lot of mangas, so mostly the old ones. If you guys are interested, I can maybe do another video to review some of the older manga I read. Just let me know if you guys are interested in listening or watching to something like that. Alright, and that is a Flame of Recca that I was holding. It was really good. When I was really into it too, in the anime. I was watching the anime last time. It was like, I think on a TV. And I kind of remember myself catching the show. Because I wasn't really, like, I always missed the timing and everything, so I couldn't catch all the episodes, but it was still good. Anyway, I have the manga, so I wasn't particularly worried because, I can always read the manga if you want to know the whole story. And yeah, look at me go, oh my gosh. So I'm kind of like 15% in or something like that. Honestly, I have no idea because there's actually still 2 to 3 more shelves of manga upstairs. This is the biggest manga shelf I have in this house, and we just finished kind of two sections out, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's still 3 more shelves upstairs, and I have no idea. I hope that I can manage to finish in time, but seriously guys, like this is just the content of 2 sections. Oh my god, it's just mangas everywhere on the floor. Hi all, sorry I have to cut the video into 2 parts. In the process of editing, I kind of realized that the video is really long. So I hope you have fun so far with this episode. I can't wait to hang out with you all again in the next one. So, what will happen in the next episode? Will the tidiness finally be restored to the manga kingdom? The fate of the manga shelf universe rests in the hands of our heroine, Rachta. Sorry, that was so lame. But really, do you think I'll be able to finish arranging all the shelves in time? Well, let's play a mini game and guess. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this in the future. In the meantime, stay creative and I hope to see you all again in the next video. Bye bye!